Well, Whitney, Tom, for weeks now, we've been talking about how bad our numbers are here in Spokane and how they're not good enough to meet the metric goals the governor set for reopening. With our numbers, we were expecting to be sent back to phase 2 this week, but Inslee changing up the plan yet again. What he's essentially done, like you mentioned, is put a pause on these county evaluations. The state will hold off for 2 more weeks before actually sending any counties forward or backward. The governor said this is because even though we are in the midst of a 4th wave, that wave is now peaking, plateauing, so basically we don't expect it to get worse from here. And furthermore, he said this wave is actually less deadly than past waves thanks to the vaccine. So he believes the best course of action here is to hold off on any phase changes another 2 weeks and to continue vaccinating people.
And we're pleased that we made priority decisions on who would receive the vaccinations first in a way that has dramatically driven down the death rate, because those who are most vulnerable receive the vaccine first. And if we can pause and prevent some disruption of our economy, we think that this is a reasonable step to take. Is it certain to work? No, there's no certainty in this pandemic, but we think it's a reasonable step.
Meanwhile, Spokane's health officer, Dr. Frank Velasquez, said he appreciates Inslee's decision. He says the 2 weeks will give Spokane time to distribute more vaccine, to double down on compliance with other protocols, and to get a better sense of just where we're trending. He's hopeful we can remain in phase 3 after this pause, but says it's a long way from a sure thing.
I think it's still difficult to predict, particularly because the numbers are changing on a daily basis. If we do continue the trend that we have, I think our chances will be a lot better. 2 weeks is a good period of time, but sometimes it's not long enough for trends to go in a different direction. Hopefully, these 2 weeks will make a significant difference. I do believe that just when we look at the progress we've made in immunizations, if we continue moving forward, particularly with our younger generations, we should see the benefits of that over the next few weeks.
Now, Inslee also reiterated today that local health officers still, of course, have the power to implement their own restrictions or move their own jurisdictions back in phases. We've seen that recently in Ferry County, but Dr. Velasquez says he's not considering doing that here in Spokane right now. He says that he would consider more restrictions if the region's healthcare system became overwhelmed, and that he's monitoring that data closely. But again, for now, bottom line here, Spokane dodging a bullet, remaining in phase 3 for at least 2 more weeks. Whitney, Tom?